Hello students, a very good morning. I hope that everyone is fine and safe. So in the last video we saw the first lesson in moral science, that is somebody's mother. I hope you would have understood the moral value from that lesson. Now we are entering into the second lesson, the special bat. So with the name itself we can come for the conclusion that this story will be about a sport. Okay, so it's in page number 7 to 14. Okay, so the moral values which we are going to learn from this lesson is going to be believe in yourself. So this is the thing which we all should do. Okay, believing in yourself. You should not compare yourself with any others. You must believe in yourself. That is, you can do it, you will do it, you have to say that. Okay, next is don't find your luck in things. So you will be seeing some people, no, it's my lucky pen, it's my lucky shirt, it's my lucky bag, all these stuff they used to say. So it is not that we should believe, we should have a belief that this is my luckiest thing, this is my lucky thing. So you should not believe in that. So you must believe in yourself. Building self-confidence. As I told you earlier, self-confidence is nothing but you can do it. Nobody is there to defeat you. You must believe in yourself first. Okay, so the characters, let's see the characters of this lesson. So the first one is Ranji, the hero of this lesson. So he's a 12-year-old boy and he's the youngest member of a cricket team. In a school cricket team, he's the youngest member. Okay, so next person is Suraj. He is the captain of the cricket team. Next, Beam is a friend of Ranji. And Koki is also another friend who stays, who's a neighbor to Ranji and Mr. Kumar. So he plays a very important role in this lesson. He is the one who teaches a lesson to Ranji that he must believe in himself. So let me go with the small hint for the lesson, that is a short story. Then we'll read the chapter fully. So what is a hint is, it is a match day. The team where Ranji is playing, no, they are struggling to win. Okay, they have a bigger score playing with the opponent team. So they are struggling for win. And Ranji is coming inside and he has got out for none. That is, he is getting a big duck, that is 0. And he says that it is my bad luck and I'm not capable. All these things he is saying. Okay, so this was said by his coach also. Okay, like he is giving a warning, his coach is giving a warning that you are not capable. If you are not going to perform well for the next match, you will be thrown out of the team. Likewise, the coach is saying. And Ranji is becoming very sad. While returning home, he used to go home where Mr. Kumar's sports shop is there. Mr. Kumar is I told you he's one of the main character in this lesson. And he is a sports shop owner, okay, where Ranji and his friends used to buy some sports material from his shop. So he didn't want to share his sadness with Mr. Kumar, so he crosses his shop and moves to his home. So while crossing the road, Mr. Kumar stops him and asks him what happens, and he is explaining that he has lost the match and he has scored only 0. So all these things, whatever happened, he is explaining to Mr. Kumar. And Mr. Kumar wanted to say something to Ranji. So he's taking he's taking Ranji to his godown. So godown is nothing but where some old stuffs of the sports materials will be there, no? So when he enters, he sees so many old sports items there. From there, Kumar gives him a old bat, and he also says that when I was a player, I used this bat and I got century with this bat. So he says that it is one of my luckiest bat. So I want to lend this bat to you, he says. Then he takes he's not believing that Ranji is not believing that, he's taking it to home. He starts practicing for a week. So the next Saturday he has the final match. And after practicing, Koki, as I told you, she's the neighbor of Ranji. She's helping him for practicing. So he moves to the field, and when they start to play, the first ball he faces with this bat, he hits 4. So he feels that something good is happening for him, and he scores a very decent score in this match, and his team also is winning the match. Then after that, he's winning so many matches, he's feeling very happy, and he's feeling that I'm the luckiest person here, and nobody can beat me, all these things he's feeling. Finally, one day what happens, his friend Beam, while they were practicing in the ground, he gets wounded. Beam gets wounded. So Ranji takes him to the hospital. While coming back from the hospital, so daily he used to walk, but in this situation he is late, so he's coming through the bus. So when he is coming in urge, he misses his bat, in the bus itself. So he didn't find that. He goes home, and then he comes to know that he missed his bat. Then he goes in search of the bat, but he didn't get his bat. Again he goes to Mr. Kumar, and he says that I missed my lucky bat, I don't know what I'm going to do for the next match, I'm going to lose the game again, my bad luck came to me, all these things he's explaining. Mr. Kumar started to explain, see, the lucky thing is not in the bat, it is in the batsman's hand. The one who handles the bat does the magic. It is not the bat which does the magic. So he's explaining. So after learning all these things, he faces the next match with the ordinary bat which he used previously. No, he uses that bat, and he is also scoring a good runs, and he is also winning the match. And finally he starts believing in himself and starts building self-confidence. So this is the short story. So we'll go into the lesson. Okay. As I told you, the special bat, it's in page number 7. First, let's get started. Circle the terms that are related to cricket. So many of you know cricket, right? So some of the words are given here. Deuce, backlift, googly, birdie, all these things. You have to circle the word which is related to cricket. So this is a assignment, you can do it. Let's start the lesson. How's that? Shouted the wicket-keeper, holding the ball up in his gloves. How's that? Echoed the slip fielder. How was that? Growled the fast bowler, glaring at the umpire. Out, said the umpire, and raised his finger. And Suraj, the captain of the team, walked slowly back to the pavilion, which was really a tool shed at one end of the field. So as I told you, they are starting with a scene which is happening in the ground. Okay, so the team captain Suraj just got out. The score stood 53 for 4 wickets. Another 60 runs had to be made for victory, and only one good batsman remained. The rest were bowlers who couldn't be expected to make many runs. It was Ranji's turn to bat. He was the youngest member of the team, only 12, but sturdy and full of pluck. He had a good eye and strong wrist and had a lot of runs in some of his minor matches. But in the last 3 inter-school games, his scores had been poor, the highest being 11 runs. Now he wanted to take his side to victory. So as I told you, he is the youngest member of the team, and in the last 3 matches he has scored very poor runs. So his highest was just 11 runs. Now he has to prove himself and he has to take his team for the winning path. Ranji took his card and prepared to face the bowler. The fielder moved closer. In anticipation of another catch, the tall, fast bowler began his long run. His arm drilled and the hard, shiny red ball came hurling towards Ranji. So they are explaining the scene. Okay, so he faces the first ball. Ranji was going to launch forward and play the ball back to the bowler, but at the last moment he changed his mind and stepped back, intending to push the ball through the ring of the fielder on the offside. The ball swung in the air, shot off the grass and came through sharply to strike Ranji on his pad. "How's that?" screamed the bowler, hopping about like a kangaroo. "How was that?" shouted the wicket-keeper and the close-in fielder. The umpire slowly raised his finger. So what happens? He was trying to do another shot, but he got failed. He got out. And it was Ranji's turn to walk back. The match was won by the visiting team. "Never mind," said Suraj, patting Ranji on the back. "You'll do better next time. You're out of form just now, that's all." But their coach was sterner. "You'll have to make more runs in the next game," he warned Ranji, "or you lose your place in the side." So as I told you, so the team captain Suraj, he was a bit cool, but the team coach, he was very angry on Ranji. Avoiding the other players, Ranji slowly walked homewards. He was upset. He had been trying so hard and practicing regularly, but when an important game came along, he failed to make a big score. It seemed that there was nothing he could do about it, but he loved playing cricket and couldn't bear the thought of being out of the team. So he is able to do, but on the day when he plays, it is not coming in ground. On his way home, Ranji has to pass the clock tower. He often stopped at Mr. Kumar's sports shop to chat with the owner, but this was one day when he didn't feel like stopping. He looked the other way and was about to cross the road when Mr. Kumar's voice stopped him. "Hello, Ranji. Off in a hurry today? And why are you looking sad?" So Ranji had to stop. He could not ignore Mr. Kumar, who had been so kind and helpful always. giving him advice on how to play different kinds of bowling. Mr. Kumar had been a state player once and he scored a century in a match against Tanzania. So he was also a former player. Now he was too old for first class cricket, but he liked encouraging young players. What's the trouble? He asked as Ranji stepped into the shop. Lost the game today? Ranji felt better as soon as he was inside the shop. We lost the match, he said. Never mind, said Mr. Kumar. Where would we be without loser? There wouldn't be any game without them. No cricket or football or hockey or tennis. No carom or marbles. No shop, no sports shop for me. Anyway, how many runs did you make? None. I made a big round head. So he's asking, how much did you take? So he says that I didn't get anything. It was just a big egg. Mr. Kumar rested his hand on Ranji's shoulder. Never mind. All good players have a bad day now and then. But I haven't made a good score in my last 4 matches, said Ranji. I'll be dropped from the team if I do not do something in the next game. Well, we can't let that happen, said Mr. Kumar. Something will have to be done about it. I'm just unlucky, said Ranji. So as I told you, he's feeling that he is unlucky to bat. Maybe. But in that case, it's time your luck changed. Come with me and I'll see if I can do something about your luck. Puzzled Ranji followed Mr. Kumar to the back of the shop. So he's saying that let me see that I can do anything for your luck. And he's taking him to the backside of the shop to the godown. He found himself in a dimly lit room stacked with all kinds of old and second-hand sporting goods. Torn football bladders, broken bats, rackets without string, broken darts and tattered badminton nets. Mr. Kumar began examining a number of old cricket bats and after a few minutes picked up one. This is it, he began. This is the luckiest of all my bats. This is the bat I made a century with. And he gave it with a thrill and started hitting an imaginary ball to all corners of the room. And he's gifting the bat which he has scored century. Of course, it's an old bat, but it hasn't lost any of its magic, said Mr. Kumar. Passing in a stroke, making to cover his breath, he held it out to Ranji. Here, take it. I'll lend it to you for the rest of the cricket season. You won't fail with it. Ranji took the bat and gazed at it with awe and delight. Is it really the bat you made century with? He asked. So, he asked whether to check he has scored century with this bat. It is, said Mr. Kumar, and it may get you 100 of runs too. Ranji spent a nervous week waiting for Saturday's match. His team wouldn't be playing a strong side from another town. There was a lot of classwork that week. So, Ranji did not get much time to practice with the other boys. As he had no brothers or sister, he asked Koki, the girl next door, to bowl to him in the garden, just to get used to the bat, he told her. So, as I told you, he had school works, so homework, all these things he has. So, he didn't get much time for practice with the other boys. So, he asked the help from the girl next door, Koki, to just bowl for him to get practice with the bat. At last, Saturday arrived, bright and sunny and just right for cricket. Suraj won the toss and decided to bat first. The opening batsman scored 30 runs without being separated. The fast bowlers couldn't do much. The spinners came on, and immediately the tempo of the match changed. 2 wickets fell in one over, and the score was 33 for 2. Suraj made a few quick runs, then he too got out to one of the spinners. The next batsman was clean bowled. Now 46 for 4 is the score. It was Ranji's turn to bat. So the match started. The team, the Suraj team, that is the Ranji he's playing, that team won the toss and they chose to bat first. So the first opening batsman, they have scored 30 runs without any separation. So after that they got 2 wickets. Then Suraj came, he also made some runs. Then finally the run was 46 for 4. Now it is Ranji's turn to bat. He walked slowly to the wicket. Taking guard, he prepared to face the first ball. The bowler took a short run, and then the ball was thrilling towards Ranji. A thrill ran through Ranji's arm as he felt the ball met the springy willow of the bat. Crack! The bat hit the middle of the Ranji's bat and streaked past the helpless bowler. 4 runs. The bowler was annoyed, and the next ball was a loose full toss. Ranji swung it to the onside for another 4. And that was only the beginning. Now Ranji began to play all the shots he knew. Square cut, late cut, straight drive, on drive, off drive. The rival team tried all his bowlers fast and spin, but none of them could make an impression. At close, Ranji was not out on 58 runs. The rival team was bowled out for a poor score. Ranji team won the match. So he was very nervous when he started to play, but what happened? He started playing very well and he has got 58 runs without getting out. So his team also got 1. On his way home, Ranji stopped at Mr. Kumar's shop to give him the good news. We won, he said, and I made 58, my highest score this season. It really is a lucky bat. I told you so, said Mr. Kumar, giving Ranji a warm handshake. There will be a bigger scores yet. Mr. Kumar was right. Ranji's performance that day was only the beginning of his success with the bat. In the next game, he scored 40 but then grew careless and was stumped. Next came a knock of 45 in the match following that. When the team needed only 60 runs for victory, Ranji was batting on 25 when the winning runs were hit. Everyone pleased with him, his coach, his captain Suraj and Mr. Kumar, but the lucky bat remained a secret between Ranji and Mr. Kumar. So as I told you, so this was a secret. Mr. Kumar has gifted this bat, no? So this remains like a secret. Suddenly he started playing very well. Everyone started pleasing with him. One evening during an informal game, Ranji's friend Beam slipped while running after the ball and cut his hand on a sharp stone. Ranji took him to a doctor who washed and bandaged the wound. As it was getting late, Ranji decided to go straight to home. Usually he walked, but that evening he took a bus. So as I told you, Beam got wounded. So he takes him to the hospital. Ranji takes him to the hospital. So it has become late there. So he comes to home through bus. When he got home, his mother bought him a cup of tea, and while he was drinking it, Koki walked in. The first thing she said was, "Ranji, where's your bat?" "Oh, I must have left it in the ground when Beam got hurt," said Ranji, starting up and spilling his tea I would better go and get it now, or it will disappear. You can fetch it tomorrow, said his mother. It's getting dark. I'll take Taj, said Ranji. So he wanted to search the bat. He runs in that time. So his mother is warning him that it is becoming very late, it is becoming dark. So he's saying that I'll take a torch and I'll find my bat. He was worried about the bat. Without it, his luck might desert him. He didn't have the patience to wait for the bus and ran all the way. The ground was deserted and there was no sign of the bat. Then Ranji remembered that he would have it with him on the bus. After saying goodbye to Beam, he must have left it on the bus. Well, he would never find it now. The bat was lost forever. And on Sunday, Ranji's team would be playing their most important match of the season against a visiting team from Delhi. Next day, Ranji was at Mr. Kumar's shop, looking very sad and sombre. What's the matter? Asked Mr. Kumar. I have lost the bat, said Ranji. Your lucky bat? The one I made all those runs with. I left it on the bus, and the day after tomorrow we are playing an important match and I'll be out for 0. Mr. Kumar looked at her a little anxious at first. Then he smiled and said, You can still make all the runs you want, but I don't have the lucky bat anymore, said Ranji. Any bat will do, said Mr. Kumar. What do you mean? I mean, it's the batsman and not the bat that matters. So as I told you, he's feeling that he has lost his luck. So he's feeling that I'm going to perform very bad for the next match, which is an important match. Okay, but he's saying that I mean it's the batsman and not the bat that matters. So the attitude of the batsman will speak through the bat. The bat doesn't have any luck. Shall I tell you something? That old bat I gave you was no different from any other bat I have used. True, I made lot of runs with it, even a century, but I made runs with other bats too. I never depended on a special bat for my runs. A bat has magic only when the batsman has magic. What you needed was confidence, not a bat. And by believing in that bat, you got your confidence back. What is confidence? Asked Ranji. It was a new word for him. So he said he's explaining it. Okay, he's trying to tell Ranji that it is your confidence. You have to believe in yourself and you have to build your confidence. So Ranji is asking, what is confidence? It's a new word for me. Confidence, said Mr. Kumar slowly. Confidence is knowing you are good and I can be good with any bat. Of course, you have always been good. You are good now. You will be good the day after tomorrow. Remember that. If you believe in yourself, you will make lots of runs. On Sunday, Ranji walked to the ground with his old bat. His team lost its first wicket with only 2 runs on the board. Ranji went in. At this stage, the opening bowler was sending down some really fast ones. Ranji faced him confidently. The first ball was very fast, but it was pitched short. Nibble on his feet, Ranji stepped back and pulled it over the square leg fielder. The ball soared over and landed with a crash in the crate of water bottles. A 6. Everyone stood up and cheered. It was the start of Ranji's wonderful innings. His team won the match the next day. Ranji's 75 was the talk of the school. So what happens? So he went inside the ground with his old bat. So when he faced when he moves in, the score was just 2 runs for 1 wicket. So he faced the first ball with the same confidence what Mr. Kumar said. So when he hit the ball, it crashed 6. So and he has scored 75 runs, and the match also won by the team which Ranji belongs to. So he scored 75 runs. So that was the talk of the school. So this story is by Ruskin Bond. Okay, the author is Ruskin Bond. So I hope you would have traveled with this story, and I hope you understood, and you also come to know the meaning of confidence. So never compare yourself with anybody. You are special in your own way. Never compare yourself. Okay, you are the best. Believe in yourself. Build your confidence. Face everything with a brave and good smile. Spread happiness with everyone. Share love. All these things will definitely lead you to the victory of your life. Now let's enter into the objectives. First one, tick the correct answer. Ranji was upset because he had been dropped from the team. He did not have a bat. He had not been able to contribute to team's effort. His exams were clashing with the cricket season. So what is the option? Option C. Number 2, the fact that Ranji did well with his old bat shows that he believed in himself and had confidence in his abilities, believed in luck, was short of confidence, was not afraid of taking risk. So option A, believed in himself and had confidence in his abilities. Next, answer these questions. So these questions I'll give you through PDF. The answers will be shown to you with the PDF. Next page. What will you do in these situations? Tick anyone. You are the captain of your cricket team, but you are out of form and have not made a significant contribution in the last 5 matches. You will practice more and try harder. Drop out of the team for a few matches and give chance to someone else. Pray to God. Ask the coach for advice. So it is your opinion. So my opinion will be practice more and try harder. This next one. You have not scored well in the maths exam and are feeling disappointed. You will tell yourself that you will never do well in maths. Blame the teacher for not teaching well. Analyze the problem area and improve upon them. Go home and cry. So what you will do? C. Analyze the problem areas and improve upon them. D. Self-confidence comes from self-belief. All successful people are successful because they believe in themselves. You need to believe that you are good and capable of doing a task well. That's why it is said, if you think you can, you can. Tick what you feel. You need self-confidence. You do not need self-confidence. So first one we'll see. To win a match, what you need? You need self-confidence. Put a tick there. To do well in the exam, yes, you need self-confidence. To make a presentation before the class, yes, you need self-confidence. Put a tick there. To stage play, we need self-confidence. To participate in a debate, you need self-confidence. What do you observe? So what do you observe in this? We need self-confidence to prove yourself in front of others. Let's do and learn. On a piece of paper, write down the names of all your classmates one below the other. Next to each name, write one or two things you feel he or she is good at. Once everyone has finished, discuss the talent of each student in a class. Afterwards, make a list of all the things your classmates think you are good at. You will be amazed how talented you are. So this one you can do it in your imaginary task. Okay. Next page, F. Divide the class into two groups. Steve and Sachin, the famous personalities, that the formers make project on Steve Jobs. The later will make one on Sachin Tendulkar. In the project, list the values that helped them to be the best in their chosen field. Discuss the project in the class and find out the values that are common to both. Okay, so this also with the help of internet you can find some information about these two personalities and you can write. The next, skills for life. We all feel stressed during exam time. When we are stressed, we cannot be our best. Stress pulls us down, dents our confidence, and makes us feel low. Try these stress busting strategies during exam time. Not only during exam time, all these things you can follow on your day-to-day life. Okay, daily. First thing, exercise regularly, even if it is only for few minutes. It will calm you down and energize you to take on the day's challenge. So, keeping your mind free and keeping your body healthy, which will make you to be very confident. Get 8 hours of continuous sleep in a day. A good night's sleep is a proven stress buster. So, I just want to tell you something. What we people are doing now, we are forgetting our pillow for sleeping. But what we are not forgetting, to use our mobile phone during sleep. So everyone is keeping our mobile phone beside our pillow and sleeping. No, so that is a very, very bad habit. Please avoid that. Eat a nutritious breakfast. Your brain needs all the essential nutrients to function at its optimal capacity. So please don't skip your breakfast. Okay, eat on time. Focus on your effort and not on the final outcome. Tell yourself, I'll do my best and not worry about the rest. So do everything with confidence and you will definitely feel the success. Wise words. Believe in yourself and people will be forced to believe in you. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the doors to personal excellence. The talent of success is nothing more than doing what you can do well. So, these are the wise words from wise people. So, I hope students you would have understood this lesson. So, believe in yourself, build up your self-confidence. So, in my side, I have improved by learning this lesson. So I have to improve on my self confidence and I will be confident in whatever work I do. Please follow the same. I want you people to have some changes like Ranji, what he learned from this from Mr. Kumar. So we have completed this the objectives from this lesson. So only question answers is pending. So with the PDF I'll be sending it very soon. So I can copy that in your textbook and be ready. I'll tell you when to start your classwork. Okay students, thank you so much. We'll see in the next video. Stay home, stay safe.